Welcome back. Welcome back. It's your host, Alessandra. Guys, it's like riding a bike. I haven't done this in so long. Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Red Line, where we discuss resources and tips for those employees that are working in restricted areas. And I'm on real quick today, just real quick, to talk a little bit about packing and maintaining professionalism as we get ready to head into the conference circuit this year. We will be on site in Nashville at the HSPA 2023 Sterile Processing Conference. And as I pack my suitcases and get ready to go, I thought I would drop in with just a few tips on how to get ready if you've never been there, or just reminders if you've been and are looking for ways to spice up your wardrobe while you are remaining business casual. So, first and foremost, what is business casual? Business casual generally entails work related clothes or clothing that is safe for work. So, we're talking about khakis, slacks, skirts that are below or just above the knee, blazers, sweaters or jackets in that realm of possibilities, as well as things like button down t-shirts, and things with collars, right? So what we're looking to not see are things like very short shorts or skirts. Shirts like such as this one would be considered not business casual, unless of course I was to pair this with a blazer or maybe even a different undershirt, right? So there are ways to make sure that you are adhering to that expectation, but also you don't want to be bland, you don't want to be boring, and especially at a conference where part of the rub is that this is a networking event, you want to find ways to stand out. So very quickly, what are some of those ways? Also, what are some ways to make sure that you're representing your culture in this massive sea of people? I think for me, at least, that's very important. Being a young Black entrepreneur, young Black leader, it's important for me to make sure that those that see me also see my culture represented in the look that I'm providing, if you will. So some of the ways that I do that are just in my natural state. I wear my natural hair, whatever that may be. Last year I wore colored braids. This year I'm wearing my starter locks. But I also will do things like making sure that I have some piece of clothing that's patterned. For instance, if you've ever spent 5 minutes with me, I know that you've seen me in this wraparound African print skirt because it is absolutely my favorite piece of clothing. But I take this with me to all my conferences because I think it's a great way for me to demonstrate my culture while I'm there and also still remain business casual because this skirt goes all the way down to the floor. And it's easy for me because of the colors to pair it with any type of t-shirt or blazer. It never fails me. So that's some of the ways that I do that. Also, I include my jewelry. So, for instance, some of the jewelry that you'll see me wearing represents my spirituality. So I make sure, if I can get it around, I make sure to have those things on me as well. Not to be overt about my beliefs, but to demonstrate what I do believe. And it becomes statement pieces if folks want to open up conversations in those realms. Another place where you can add spice, personality, and culture to your wardrobe is in the accessories that you wear. So things like brooches or rings. For instance, I found this. Let's see if I can get it. I found this lovely little bee ring while I was out doing shopping at a vintage shop. So things like that go a long way to set your outfits apart. And the last thing I would say along that realm is color. Add color. A lot of the business casual clothes that we wear, such as the khakis, the slacks, things of that nature, are black blazers. They're usually black, gray, brown, right? So if you utilize things like your undershirt to bring in more color, or your jewelry, or even your makeup, for instance, you guys know on Behind the Red Line, I love a red lip, honey. I love a red lip. And you may also see me in some different colors on the floor this year. And then lastly, one of my favorite places to sneak in conversation starters, culture, or just some color are in your socks. So, especially if you are wearing any type of business slacks, you can utilize your sock game to show off some of your personality. So, I grabbed these. They have little dogs on them. easy conversation starter. But of course, you can get them in different patterns, different colors to suit your personality. And I think I mentioned brooches, but I found this little fun one that has an A on it, my first name being Alessandra. So I thought that was cute, right? Just fun little pieces that I can add to my business casual wear and make sure that I am in compliance, but I'm also standing out in that networking space. So hopefully that was helpful. I absolutely cannot wait to see you guys. I will be arriving Friday afternoon. I look forward to seeing everyone that is returning. And I'm also looking forward to mentoring some of the new folks that are coming to the conference for the first time this year. And as I get ready to head on out, I also just want to remind everyone to pack that swimsuit, baby. The Opry has quite a few pools, and these conferences are a lot of times are, of course, we're doing business, networking, education, we're getting new skills, but also we're traveling. Some of us have never been to Nashville before, some of us have never been to the Opry before, and some of us will not get another opportunity to have vacation this year. So pack that swimsuit and make sure that you schedule yourself for some fun as you attend this conference. It's not a cheap ticket to get here, so make sure it is worth your while. I really appreciate everybody that is tuning in. Hey, Miss Angie. Hey, Lindsay, Veronica, D. I so excited, guys, to get back to connecting with you. It has been it has been a while. So I will see you on the conference floor. Don't forget to check with your airline also about your bags. I fly Southwest because they let me bring two bags for free. And as you can see, once I start adding in all these skirts, dresses, tops, blazers, swimsuits, the bag gets a little full. So make sure you check in with your airline as well to be sure that you're compliant with what you're packing. My favorite is to bring a carry-on so that I don't have to check a bag and I can get on and off into the conference experience as quickly as possible. But if you do have to check a bag, just be mindful because with some airlines, it can make the cost of your ticket go up. So just a few tips and tricks as you guys get ready to head into conference season. I will see you this weekend in Nashville at HSPA. I will also be in Dallas at the Scrub Ball this year and hopefully in Vegas at the CCSA event. So y'all have fun, be safe, and happy packing.